Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and this is the Not So Serious Keto video podcast. Shifted to Tuesday because of the Perfect Keto Advanced VIP sale thing that I wanted to get out on top of. Which brings me to my first topic, which is Black Friday sale videos. I'm probably going to do 2, possibly 3 more. And my hope is that this is in addition to my regular content, not in place of my regular content. Now, if that seems a little bit excessive, I apologize. I don't want to scare anyone away from the channel or think that I'm a sellout, but YouTube, honestly, it doesn't pay all that well. So these sales like this, November, Black Friday, this is a chance for me to actually make a little bit of commission. You help out the channel by using my links, by buying these products, if they are products you want. I'm not trying to force anything on anybody. If you don't like Perfect Keto or Keto Chow or whatever, don't buy something just to make me happy. But for those of you who do, it does help quite a bit. Additionally, using my Amazon link, which is included in every video description down below, if you go into my Amazon store, whether you buy anything there or not, if you then make a purchase on Amazon, I earn a small commission. So say you were going to buy a PlayStation as a Christmas present for somebody, and you go in through my store, don't buy anything. No spatulas, no pogo whisks, no ingredients, nothing. But you just use that link, and then you go and you find a PS5 or whatever you're buying, and you buy it. I get a small commission out of that. So that is a way, if you are an Amazon customer, you can really help out the channel, and I truly do appreciate it. That's what keeps me going. Well, that's what keeps this channel going. So that's it. Stay tuned. There's going to be a couple of really interesting, I hope, videos coming up related to some Black Friday deals. Something else that's going on that I'm going to get fixed, so stay tuned, I'll let you know. But out on SeriousKeto.com, it appears that Google AdSense, which is the sort of behind the scenes thing that puts all the ads in, has gotten a little bit aggressive on my channel in terms of ad placement. And I've always been proud of the fact that SeriousKeto.com has been a very clean website. And now I'm getting pop-ups. I went there to find a recipe. I can't commit every recipe to memory. So I'd gone out there to check out one of my recipes, and I'm getting pop-up ads. I'm getting ads inserted in between steps on recipes. And, you know, that's whatever money I get paid from Google AdSense isn't worth it if it's frustrating for me, if it's frustrating for you, especially for you. So I got to get out there. I got to figure out how to change some settings to limit the number of ads on Serious Keto. But I'm going to get that done. We're going to get that cleaned back up. Fortunately, I believe the recipes all print out nice and clean. So there's that. One of the things I've been talking about lately, both in the podcast, and I did a video on it, and there's going to be a video on Wednesday on it, is the whole maltodextrin inside of natural ingredients controversy, I guess we'll call it. So I'm not going to rehash the whole controversy. You can watch the video on Wednesday where I test, I think it's 12 different powdered electrolytes for the presence of maltodextrin, as well as a few other ingredients. So tune in for that. But that whole situation, combined with this recent Costco butter recall, has me thinking about what is the right balance in terms of labeling and transparency. So if you're not aware, Costco just had to do a recall of, I believe it was 84,000 pounds of butter. Was there anything wrong with the butter? Nope. It was a labeling issue. They did not include a label on the box that says may or this product contains milk. And because of that, you've got the recall agency, I'm not sure who's in charge of recalls, saying throw away that butter or return it to Costco. And this, I think, is an example of when things go too far, when it's too much government intervention and not enough personal responsibility. So if you have a milk allergy, first, I want to make sure everyone understands I'm empathetic to anybody that has any sort of an allergy. It's got to be difficult, always sort of adjusting your life and being constantly concerned and aware that there may be an allergen in something that you eat. But if you are allergic to milk, I would think that you would be aware that butter contains milk. There are milk solids, milk proteins in butter. And in my mind, there's sort of a differentiation between being transparent, like there's an ingredient in here that I'm not telling you about, and I'm sneaking it in under natural flavors, versus, hey, this is just some sort of common sense stuff right here. Butter contains milk. I mean, this is the reason why certain products don't exist anymore, because of a lack of common sense. For example, for those of us that are old enough to remember the enchilito at Taco Bell. Somebody got handed an enchilito at the drive-thru, spilled it on their lap, sued Taco Bell, and Taco Bell quit making the enchilito. I think for a while, too, somebody got some coffee spilled on their lap as they were taking it from the drive-thru window at McDonald's. And for a brief period of time, I think they quit doing coffee at the drive-thru. This was a number of years ago. This maybe was even back in the 90s. But at some point, we need to kind of get away from this litigious attitude that we have where like, oh, if somebody didn't warn me not to wipe my butt with a rake, I'm going to sue the rake company. That's an exaggeration, obviously. But I'd be curious to know, where do you think the line is between disclosure, disclosing ingredients, versus common sense? After this little break, I'm going to have 2 more topics, kind of shifting into Steve mode rather than serious keto mode. So I'll see you in a second. So this past Friday, I and a number of other people watched the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight on Netflix. Probably would have been better off just going to bed early that night. Not a great fight. But I don't really want to commentate on that so much as why I was interested in the fight and why I think a lot of Gen Xers and baby boomers might have been interested in that fight. As I've gotten older, let me back up a little bit. When I was younger, I would look at football players and everybody was pretty much older than me. Gradually, you start getting older and older, and there weren't many people left that were still older than me. Some kickers, the occasional quarterback, well, actually, I think I'm older than Brett Favre. I might be older than Tom Brady, too. But as these guys were continuing to play, there was something in it that made me feel young. Like, I'm not old yet because there's still a 40-year-old out there as a quarterback. Then you hit the age where you're older than all the players, but hopefully younger than the coaches. And then soon you start being older than the coaches. So to see somebody who is still out there working, staying in shape, and competing kept me feeling young. And that's why with Mike Tyson, I thought, okay, wouldn't it be great? He's 58 years old. One last show people, hey, it's ageism shouldn't be a thing. I can get out there, I can still be strong, I can be healthy, I can be fit, I can put up a good fight, which he didn't really do, sadly. I also want to interject here, just for anybody that's going to be critical of Mike Tyson at 58 and running out of gas, essentially, after 2 rounds. I was a boxer for a little while. I only had one professional fight. Technically, it was a kickboxing professional fight because it was sanctioned by the Pan American Kickboxing Association. And those were just 1-minute rounds. And if you've never done this, if you've never gotten in a round or in a ring in front of several thousand people and just wailed on another person, it's like a gladiator thing. It's thrilling and exhausting. And it's unbelievable how tired you can get after 1 minute of that. And it's not just the physical aspect. I think a lot of it is just the adrenaline that's going on. You get just such an incredible charge out of it, and that doesn't last long. Adrenaline is kind of there for fight or flight. It's short-term sort of, fight or flight. And then it wears off and you're exhausted. But when I fought in that fight, it was the Milwaukee Rumble is what it was called. I was the second oldest competitor out there. And there was one young guy, we were standing in line waiting for them to call us out to fight. And one of the guys said to me, "How old are you?" And I said, I don't know, it was 37, 30, I think 38. I was 38 at the time. It was one of the rare times I got in great shape over my adult life. And so I said, "I'm 38. And he said, "Dude, you're twice as old as me." So I know what it feels like being an old guy, and I know what it feels like to get in the ring. So I still have a lot of respect for Mike Tyson. Would have been great to see him win. It would have been great for him to show that, like I said before, age is just a number. And if you want to be healthy, if you want to be fit, Just put your mind to it. And I know a lot of you have done the same, whether it's simply changing your diet, going keto, you're reclaiming your health. You're never too old to do it. So that's my thoughts on the Tyson fight. I'd mentioned Amazon earlier, and we have a number of Amazon Echo devices in our house. We use them sort of as intercoms or to play music. That's mostly what we do. And as we think of things that we need to put on our shopping list or our Costco list or Sam's Club list, we can tell, I don't want to say her name out because if any of you have it on right now, have one of those in your device or one of those devices in your room, it might trigger that device. So we'll just call it the Echo. So we'll say, hey, Echo, add avocados to Costco list. Anyhow, my grandson, Colton, knows more about how to use the Echo and the Echo Show than I do. I have no idea how he's figured out some of these things, where he's been messing with the pictures and the background and the wallpaper and creating his own pictures using the Echo Show. But he has also started messing with my shopping list. So I noticed the other day, as I was opening the Amazon Alexa app on my phone, that I had 46 items on my shopping list. I never have 46 items on my shopping list. Usually there's like maybe a dozen or so. So, oh boy, I don't think I can even read some of these things that Colton put on there because, well, when you're 5 years old, your sense of humor is sort of potty humor. It's all sort of related to like butts and farts and poop. So here's what's on the shopping list. Mr. Butt Caca, Golden Butt, Floppy's Littler Cute Butt. Floppy is his stuffed rabbit. Colton's cute little butt, Mr. Duck Bouncy House with Golden Butt. Red wine vinegar, garlic salt, those are us. Bubbly Guppies, Bum, blah, 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 bounce. Dog food water bottle. I don't know why that's on the list. And they just go on and on like that. Here's one this is a strange one. Saddest of the most common, just to have it for my first ear. So yeah, if you have a young child or grandchild, keep them away from the Amazon Echo. It's trouble. But that is going to be it for this video. Make sure you come back tomorrow for that maltodextrin testing video. That one was a lot of fun, felt really sciencey. I'm pretty proud of how that video turned out as well. Boy, my voice went up really high. I felt like Charlie on Sunny in Philadelphia right there. The way it went way up. But that's it. As always, thanks for watching.